Welcome to the Horn Activity Center right here at Snow College. Joe Williams and Jacob Habel with you right here for the Snow College Lady Badgers to take on the Spartans of Colorado Northwestern. How you doing, Jacob?
Doing good, Joe. I feel like we haven't done a game in a while, and that's because it's been an entire week since that last game against the Eagles of Golden State. They don't play in Golden State. They're the Eagles of Utah State Eastern out in Price, Utah. It was a heartbreaking loss for the Badgers. They lost by 1. They blew a 19-point lead in the second half. Just disappointing all around. We talked about it during the game that the third quarter was the key for the Badgers to win that game, and they just kind of fell apart.
Right.
So during that game in the first quarter, Rachel Roberts did hurt her knee. She was taken out of the game and was addressed by the trainer. She won't be playing tonight. She won't be playing this Saturday either in Twin Falls, and she will have an MRI on Monday. So hopefully that will be good news coming on Monday for Rachel Roberts.
So without Rachel Roberts tonight or Saturday, what adjustments need to be made in order for these Badgers to have an offense?
So talking to Coach Russell, he mentioned that especially against the Spartans of CNCC, they're going to play the big game down low. You've got Micah Gustafson and Shawnee Simpson, both in the starting lineup. After that, you can get some production from Reagan Anderson. She's gotten a lot of rebounds recently, especially on the offensive side.
Right.
Josie Coleman coming off the bench as well. But if you look at the Spartans starting lineup, there's not a whole bunch of height or size. And Micah Gustafson, she dropped, I believe it was 19 points the last time these two teams met.
And that was in Colorado.
Shawnee Simpson had a double-double. She had 10 rebounds on the game, and I believe it was 14 points. And so they're going to feed them all day long. Their guards at the top, Sydney Pilling and Reagan Yamauchi playing the points. They're going to be assisting down low all game long. We've seen Yamauchi kind of step up a little bit in her game.
She really has lately. She's been doing really well in this last little stretch.
Yeah. So we'll definitely see a little bit more play down low, which is something that we didn't see so much against the Eagles last week. So it'll be interesting to see.
You know, and what's interesting about this Badger team is, you know, you and I have talked about this before, of how sometimes we see this Badger team like we saw them last time in Colorado against the Spartans, where they can drop 40 points in the first half alone. But then other times we have a team that can only score 30 in an entire game against Salt Lake Community College. What team are we expecting to see tonight?
You'd never really know, honestly, and that's been the issue all season. Like you mentioned before, the Badgers don't know their own identity.
Yeah.
They've played really well. They had that amazing overtime winner against CSI. They were playing Utah State Eastern in the first half phenomenally. They had the 20-point lead, and then all of a sudden, second half, it was a completely different team, and they blew the lead and ended up losing the game. So they're not really sure either. They know what they're capable of, but at the same time, they've had issues in the past that have come and haunted them. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, the Spartans for Colorado Northwestern are 0-7 in conference play, and so I don't think that they're really nervous going into this game. But at the same time, we've said it before, any team can beat any team in this conference. CSI beat Salt Lake Community College last week. That was the Bruins' first loss in conference play, and so in the SWAC, anybody can beat anybody. So we'll see what happens tonight. The depth on the bench for the Spartans.
It's gonna be an interesting one. They only have 8 players here, 3 players off the bench. That's gonna be really hard in a 40-minute game. I mean, any sort of playing time takes a lot out of somebody, and having that much playing time out of your 5 starters, it's really gonna take a toll on those players.
Yeah, they're gonna ask a lot, especially from Courtney Lemon, their star shooter, star scorer, their point guard. She's gonna play almost all of the minutes in this game. You see Shawnee Simpson going across your screen right there. She's going to have a good night tonight down low. Like I said before, not a whole lot of height or size down low, so Simpson and Gustafson will have big games. We'll bring you the starting lineups after we take a break, but just a heads up, Lexi Peterson will be getting the start in for the injured Rachel Roberts. So Lexi Peterson, that's her first start, I believe, in conference play. She was starting a little bit before in preseason.
Right.
This will be her first start in a few weeks. So we'll bring you back right after this break. You're watching Snow TV.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Zions Bank has been committed to community, integrity, teamwork, trust, and value for over 145 years. The reason? That's when the first customer walked through the front door. And ever since, Zions Bank has shown that customer service isn't just a department, it's in everything we do. For established principles you can count on, Zions Bank is for you. You'll see these principles in action at zionsbank.com or any Zions Bank branch. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business, a division of Zions Bank Corporation and a member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center in Ephraim, Utah, bringing you today's matchup between the Spartans of Colorado Northwestern Community College and your Snow College Badgers. Believe we're going to be having the national anthem, so we'll bring you back after the national anthem with your starting lineups. You're watching Snow TV.
When your family comes to visit, does your internet seem to slow down? All those extra devices can chew up your bandwidth in a hurry, making your internet seem sluggish. Give your internet a boost with the Family Up plan from MTCC and make everyone happy. For a small fee, Family Up plans temporarily increase your internet speed while your family is here and go back to normal when they leave. Now everyone will love coming to your house even more. For more information and pricing, give MTCC a call today at 835-2929 or visit us at manti.com.
A lot can happen when your sidekick is a dog.
I got this.
That's why I use Zelle in the Mountain America app. It makes sending and receiving money fast and easy. So Kicker and I can keep the adventure going.
Zelle is now in the Mountain America mobile app. Quickly send and receive money from almost anyone with a bank account in the U.S.
Kicker, my sleeping bag.
I've got this.
All with the convenience and security of the Mountain America app.
No matter how you connect, Centricom delivers fast, reliable internet and powerful whole-home mesh Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect with Centra Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Centricom.com to upgrade your internet today.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center on the campus of Snow College in Ephraim, Utah, as we bring you the starting lineups for this evening's matchup between the Spartans of Colorado Northwestern Community College and your Snow College Badgers. So the starters for the Spartans, number 24, Alyssa Civitak, freshman from Kadoka, South Dakota.
I love that city name.
Kadoka, South Dakota. Starting at guard, the sophomore, number 10, from Norwood, Colorado, Courtney Lemon. At the other guard, wearing number 11, a freshman from Colorado, Courtney Freeman. At forward, a sophomore from Farmington, New Mexico, number 12, Danny Russo. At the other forward, number 22, a sophomore forward from Colorado, Hope Bondurant. Head coach Cheryl Klosterman. So that's your starting lineup for the Spartans, who are 0-7 in SWAC competition. Now for the Badgers, the sophomore guard, number 4 from Idaho, Sydney Pilling. At the other guard, number 12, freshman guard from Soda Springs, Idaho, Reagan Yamauchi. Starting at forward, number 14, freshman from Roosevelt, Utah, Reagan Anderson. Lexi Peterson wearing number 20. She's a guard, sophomore from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And at the center, wearing number 54, a sophomore from Kearns, Utah, Micah Gustafson. So late change to the starting lineup. Shawnee Simpson will come off the bench for the Badgers as Reagan Anderson gets the start. So a very different lineup with Roberts and Simpson both out. Simpson will come later in the game. Roberts obviously out with the knee injury. We'll have more news for you next week after the results from our MRI come out. So up for the tip, Gustafson and Bondurant. And the Badgers will start off with the ball. Sydney Pilling. Pilling gives it to Anderson, swings it back to Gustafson, and can't get the layup to fall. And Courtney Freeman will get the rebound. Lemon at the top, swings it to Freeman. Drives left, is shut down by Gustafson, and throws that ball out of bounds. She was looking for Lemon. Lemon cut towards the basket, so the ball will go out of bounds, and Reagan Anderson will inbounds it for the Badgers. And another errant pass is thrown by Anderson. She was looking for Gustafson cutting baseline. So a few turnovers to start off this game for both teams. Bringing the ball up for the Spartans, number 24, Alyssa Civitak. She gives that to Lemon. Back up to the top to Freeman, who swings it around. This is Freeman wearing number 11, And again, another turnover. This time Pilling comes up with the ball. And she'll dish it out to an open Lexi Peterson for 3, and the first basket of the game is good for Lexi Peterson from beyond the arc. And a timeout is called on the floor, so we will take it to break. The Snow College Badgers lead by 3 early in the first quarter. You're watching Snow TV.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
So Lexi Peterson hits the open 3 to start this game off as the Badgers lead 3-0, little over a minute into the first quarter after that timeout was called. So the Spartans with the ball now. Civitak carrying the ball, gives it over to Lemon. Looks to drive on Pilling. Over to Freeman, Russo wearing number 12. Civitak looking for an open player. Russo down low, tries to post up on Gustafson. No room, so Freeman will throw up the shot, and she nails the 3 to answer right back. And we have a tie game. Courtney Freeman with the 3 points.
You know, even though they did score there, I like the point that was made by Gustafson down low against Russo. That sent a message, and Russo will think twice before posting up again.
Anderson will go to the hole and not strong enough. And again, the ball is thrown out of bounds, this time looking for Pilling. So the Spartans will come back with the ball on offense. A few errant passes thrown from both teams, but especially the Badgers. They've had a couple of offensive possibilities that have been shut down because of mistakes carrying the ball. Freeman gets the pick set from Russo, looks for the pick and roll. Instead, will hold on to it and throws it out. That ball was tipped out of bounds by Sidney Pilling, so the Spartans will retain possession underneath the basket.
That was a good job there by Yamauchi, avoiding the pick and forcing the turnover.
Courtney Freeman tries to throw it in, and Yamauchi is called for the kick ball, so we'll have another attempt. All kind of crowded in that one corner on the near side on your screen.
All four of the players not inbounding the ball, just right in the line there.
Civitak drives right, throws it up, and hits the shot. Alyssa Civitak for 2 points.
Interesting inbound play there, but it worked, and they got the two.
Gustafson down low, throws it up to Peterson. That ball is tipped, and Civitak comes up with it. And the Spartans now on the counter attack. Russo finds Lemon open for three. She goes for it, and that will rim off. And Yamauchi comes up with the rebound. Badgers looking to respond quickly. Yamauchi still with the ball. She goes coast to coast under the baseline, and the ball, the ref will say it'll come off Reagan Yamauchi, so the Spartans will get the ball back. Not really sure what that was about. Reagan Yamauchi took the ball coast to coast, went under the baseline, and lost it out of bounds.
That's a dangerous thing about a baseline drive, especially when you're being double teamed like that.
Peterson sticking tight to Civitak. Bondurant gives that over to Civitak. Finds Russo. She's got enough space. She'll hit the mid-range, and that is way off. And Peterson will come up with the ball. Pilling now. Anderson, mid-range shot. Gets the friendly roll off the backboard. Reagan Anderson, her first points of the game.
And that play has to go to Sydney Pilling. Her speed and her court vision really made that score possible. Great assist there.
Lemon will drive instead. No foul is called. The shot is thrown off the side of the backboard, and Yamauchi tries to give it to Pilling on the fast break. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Russo, so the Badgers will retain possession. It's the first fast break opportunity we've seen from the Badgers this game, as Yamauchi tried to connect with Pilling. Inbound to Anderson, wide open, and gets the friendly roll again. A little short on the shot, but it doesn't matter as the points count. Anderson with 2 baskets now. Freeman gets the pick again from Russo.
Sydney McDonald set to check in here for the Badgers. Same with Josie Coleman.
Civitak guarded by Peterson. Peterson throwing hands. Civitak, very awkward looking shot as she was fighting the shot clock and throws that out of bounds.
I think Lexi Peterson got her hand on that, and that's what caused it to go a little awkward there.
Well, the call on the court is that it is off the hands of a Spartan player, so the ball will stay in the Badgers' possession as Pilling brings it up for Snow College. McDonald now into the game. Throws it across court to Yamauchi, open for 3, and Reagan Yamauchi knocks her first shot down.
And that's just a missed rotation there from the Spartans. She was way too wide open on the left wing. That's just a bad defensive play.
Talia Afuvai hits her shot as she checks into the game. Yamauchi open again for 3. That one is good. Reagan Yamauchi, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. She's got 6 points on 2 shots. She's feeling it. Before the game, Mike Russell said that Yamauchi and Pilling both have to step up at those guard spots if they're going to win this game. They have to show leadership. Yamauchi is a freshman, but she's shown in the last couple of games her ability to lead this team. That shot is missed from an open Bondurant, and Anderson will give the ball to Pilling. as the Badgers look to answer on the other side of the court. Open for three. McDonald shot is too strong, and the ball is tipped out by Josie Coleman, who's now into the game.
Quick rest for Micah Gustafson before she checks right back in.
So another open look three, that time for McDonald, was no good, but the Badgers are finding a lot of open players beyond the arc. Russo guarded by Gustafson. Tries to create some space, gives it to Lemon at the top of the key, and Lemon knocks it down. That's her first basket of the game. McDonald and Pilling at the points. Coleman tries to get to Gustafson and is thrown out of bounds again. She had all kinds of space down low. Gustafson had won that space, but the ball was thrown out of bounds. That's got to be the third or fourth time already in the first quarter that the Badgers have coughed up possession. Lemon drives right. Afuvai. No real movement down low as the Spartans just kind of float around the arc.
Yeah, they're
Civitak now with the ball. Shot clock down to 2. Civitak gets the shot off, and it'll rim out, and Gustafson comes up with the rebound.
That's a consequence of no movement at all. Sydney Pilling wide open. The Spartans are going to want to see a lot more movement here, a lot more cutting down low if they want to score.
That's Russo for 3, way off target. Afuvai gets the rebound and one as she is fouled down low by Micah Gustafson. So Afuvai will get a chance at a 3-point play as she goes to the line.
First team foul on the Badgers.
Lexi Peterson checks in for Yamauchi.
Redshirt freshman from Ogden, Utah. Afuvai.
And connects for the 3-point play.
And we have a 1-point game.
Peterson on the wing. Instead, McDonald shoots, and that ball is short. Gustafson tries to save it, but nobody was there to pick the ball up, and the Spartans come back to the other side of the floor. Afuvai now at the free throw line, gives it to Civitak. Russo now with the ball. Lemon guarded by Pilling. Drives right. Shot clock down to 6. Russo spins left, puts it up, and can't hit the bank shot, and Gustafson comes up with the rebound.
It's rebounds like that where head coach Mike Russell is really grateful to have the height of Micah Gustafson against this Spartan team.
And the Spartans, despite their 0-7 record, are actually really good at offensive rebounds. So as that ball is intercepted, another turnover for the Badgers.
How many turnovers is that? 6?
At least.
In the first quarter alone.
Afuvai pulls up, and the shot is no good. Coleman with the rebound. Reagan Yamauchi set to check in. Gustafson looks to Coleman down low. She's got room. Throws it up and in with the left hand. Josie Coleman, her first basket of the game.
That's just too easy down there. You can't leave anybody that open right below the basket.
It was good.
They will score on you every single time.
It was good execution, too, from Josie Coleman. She was open down low, but with her back facing the basket, had to throw it up, reverse left-handed, and was able to make the shot. We've seen the Badgers miss those shots down low before, so it's not always a give-me. Shot clock was down to 5, and that shot was way off as the Badgers come up with the ball.
The Spartans having a really hard time with that shot clock, getting a shot off in time.
McDonald's drive is blocked. So the Badgers will get the ball down low under the basket. Coleman and Pilling come off as Anderson and Yamauchi check back in. Reagan Anderson looking to post up Russo. Gives it down to Gustafson. The nice little hook shot. A little too strong off the rim. And Russo comes up with the ball. About a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lemon and Freeman playing keep away at the top of the arc. Lemon takes a shot and it's blocked by Reagan Anderson. Absolutely stuffed, and you can hear the crowd respond to that block. And a double dribble is called on Sydney McDonald. So again, the Badgers blow an opportunity to extend their lead and give the ball right back over to CNCC.
But that block by Reagan Anderson just shows the size difference between these two teams. Courtney Lemon is a force to be reckoned with on offense, but Reagan Anderson, just because of her height, was able to block that shot.
And Russo knocks down her shot over Gustafson and bring the lead to within one. The buzzer beater shot is no good from Yamauchi. So going in after the first quarter, Snow College leads by a score of 15-14. We'll head to break and we'll bring you back for live second quarter action. You're watching Snow TV.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
Now's a great time to go deep at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi. Try the hot and ready deep dish lunch combo with 4 slices of Detroit-style deep dish pizza with pepperoni and 1 20-ounce Pepsi product. Makes my mouth water just thinking on it. Hey, you can also go deep with a deep dish 3-meat treat and the deep dish ultimate pizzas, and you'll have a hard time wiping that satisfied smile off your face. Go deep today at Little Caesars in Ephraim and Nephi.
Welcome back to the Horn Activities Center. At the end of one, it's the Badgers 15, the Spartans 14. So a close game in the first quarter. Not what you want as a Badger fan. We mentioned before, the last time that these two teams played, the Badgers won by over 30 points. And that lead was basically won in the first half. So the fact that they're only lead by 1 going into the second quarter is troublesome news for the Badgers. Off-balance shot from Bondurant is no good, and Micah Gustafson comes up with the rebound. Badgers swinging around the perimeter. Pilling now throws it cross court. Peterson with a little room, and she hits the 3. Lexi Peterson, her second three-pointer of the game.
Is that 2 Badgers with 2 3-pointers so far? Her and Reagan Yamauchi both.
I believe they're shooting over 50% from beyond the arc. Russo unable to connect, and Yamauchi comes up the rebound. Yamauchi averages about 5 rebounds a game, which is pretty good given that she's a guard. Lexi Peterson unable to connect on that 3-point attempt, but the Badgers come up with the ball, and Yamauchi with the little floater is good. Reagan Yamauchi, the one-hop floater from the free throw line is good. Beautiful shot from Yamauchi.
Beautiful shot from Yamauchi.
Lemon goes left. Gives it up to Russo, guarded by Peterson and Yamauchi. Yamauchi tries to steal, but Russo comes up with the ball. Civitak throws it to Bondurant. Lemon cuts down low, and that ball is picked by Anderson, but the foul is called on Reagan Anderson. I don't know. Not really sure about that call. She went straight for the ball, just bodied her out. I mean, she's just bigger. It's not her fault. But nonetheless, the foul is called. So Russo will inbound the ball.
That's the danger of being the bigger team. You can get whistled for the fouls a lot easier.
And Afuvai can't connect on anything. Throws that ball out of bounds on the shot.
And that's something that head coach Mike Russell has probably talked to his girls about. If she has the ball from that range, let her shoot it.
Yeah, until she can prove that she can hit the shot, let her shoot.
Yeah.
Peterson again from 3, and that'll rim out. Russo comes up with the rebound, and nobody's there, so they'll shut down the fast break. Civitak from the perimeter off the far end of the rim, and Yamauchi again with another rebound. Little hesitation. Drives to the corner. She pulls up, that's for 2 off the front of the rim, and Civitak will get the defensive rebound. Coach Russell telling Yamauchi, hey, pick your shots well. That was not the shot that you wanted to take. Set up the offense. If you have the shot, take it, but that wasn't it.
Look for the pass first.
Spartans doing a good job at swinging the ball around, but that ball is way off of target from.
And Russo just absolutely mad at herself for that shot, that little eye roll afterward that we saw there.
Josie Coleman checks into the game for Gustafson.
Hey, 2 guards, you guys are both low.
Peterson gives it back to Pilling. Back to Peterson, swings it out to Yamauchi, still around the perimeter. Coleman not really getting any kind of space down low. Shot clock
5
down
seconds.
to 5. Peterson pulls up, finds rim, so the shot clock will reset as Anderson gets the offensive rebound. And
out of bounds called off of Reagan Anderson.
Looks like Anderson just kind of gave up on the play. She kind of bodied her defender down low and I guess was expecting a foul call and then just kind of threw the ball out. Play to the whistle.
She was expecting the offensive foul there, but instead just lost it out of bounds.
Civitak pulls up. Her three-pointer is no good. Rebound off Uvai. Russo drives left and is not called on the travel. Instead, a foul is called on Yamauchi as Russo tried to wiggle her way around. And Yamauchi's called on the foul. That's her fourth team foul. No, second in the quarter.
Danny Russo, sophomore from Farmington, New Mexico.
Misses her first free throw attempt. And can't hit either one of them as Peterson comes up with the rebound.
Shawnee Simpson set to check in.
It'll be her first minutes of the game. Coach Russell asking for some high picks. Yamauchi pulls up from 3 and that ball is short again. Coach Russell asking his bigs to come up high and set some picks. There's really no movement off the ball for the Badgers. They've just been kind of trying to swing the ball around the perimeter and find an open shot, but it's not really coming yet.
Both these teams are just seeming a little asleep in this game.
Ball is stripped out by Lexi Peterson, but the referee calls it off of Russo. So the Badgers will get the ball. Yeah, I mean, with about 5.5 minutes left in the first half, this is a very low-scoring game. We've seen the last game that the Spartans played, they gave up 107 points to Utah State Eastern. So, and the Badgers scored 87 points last time these two teams faced. So a very low-scoring first half right now. And you wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that Rachel Roberts is out. Reagan Yamauchi is already into the double digits, though, as she has almost half of her team's points. She has 10.
She is feeling it right now. She is really feeling it.
And when you experience injuries, it's easy for you to give up. And, especially Rachel Roberts, she's a team leader. Simpson, a little sick. She's usually somebody who leads the team. You kind of have this open room for somebody to step up and take the leadership position. And so far it's been Reagan Yamauchi. Obviously they lost last week against Utah State Eastern, but you could kind of tell that she's growing into herself. She's a freshman, first year at Snow College, but she's slowly but surely figuring out what her role is on this team.
Right. Josie Coleman whistled for the foul there.
The ball is stripped away. Pilling comes up with it. Badgers looking to score on the fast break. Pilling gives it off to Arvey. Back to Simpson down low. And all kinds of contact down low, but the shot is short. No foul called. And the Badgers waste another opportunity to score.
I don't think they've converted on a single fast break opportunity yet.
Courtney Freeman now. Shot clock down to 7. Badgers doing a really good job at forcing the Spartans to not get a shot off, and the Badgers will come up with the ball. I'm glad they didn't call a jump ball on that because it was 2 Badgers.
It was Arvey and Simpson.
And again, another fast break opportunity wasted by the Badgers. This time Pilling throwing the ball out of bounds off of Yamauchi's hand. Not really being able to execute on anything on the fast break. So timeout is called. We will take a break. We'll bring you back after this commercial.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com.
With a 3% cash bonus on balance transfers, a Mountain America Rewards credit card can put the whole world in your hands. Imagine the memories you'll make with a same-day cash bonus and rewards like event tickets and travel rebates. It's easy to transfer a balance through our mobile app or at a branch. Get your 3% cash bonus today.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center, where the Badgers have an 8-point lead with 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first half over the Spartans of Colorado Northwestern. Reagan Yamauchi leading all scorers with 10 points. The next closest is Afuvai and Lexi Peterson, both with 6. That shot is short.
And this is not the game we expected. We expected the Badgers to come in here and drop 40 in the first half alone and just kind of stick it to these Spartans. That is not what is happening here.
The Badgers are definitely outplaying the Spartans, but a lot of missed opportunities for the Badgers on offense. That ball is intercepted by Gustafson down low, and she gives that to Yamauchi. Yamauchi throws it down to Simpson, who gives it to Gustafson, and the ball is knocked out of bounds from behind by, it looks like, number 21, Stacy Rodriguez, who checks into the game for her first minutes. So the Spartans stunt another fast break opportunity for the Badgers. Pilling gives that to Yamauchi. Deep two-pointer is no good, and a defensive rebound for Courtney Freeman.
There's a different feeling after that timeout. A lot more energy in both of these teams after that timeout.
When you have to feel for Colorado Northwestern, being only down by 8 points so close to the half, they're telling themselves, hey, we might be able to pull up with our first win of the season in SWAC competition. Lemon deep for 3. That ball is short off the front of the rim, and Olivia Arvey comes up with the rebound.
And with that, they haven't scored a single basket in this entire quarter. They are scoreless in the last 6 minutes and 45 seconds.
Reagan Anderson checks back in for Shawnee Simpson. Anderson got the start tonight over Simpson. Simpson feeling a little under the weather, so she'll have limited minutes tonight. And Rachel Roberts, obviously with the knee injury last week, who is out indefinitely. She'll have an MRI on Monday, so we'll wait and hear, hopefully, for some good news next week.
Hopefully she'll be back in the roster in time for the tournament.
You don't want to give a winless team any kind of hope.
Right.
Because they're 0-7. You go into this game, okay, this is an easy win for us. If you let them stay within 10 points throughout the game, they start to feel like, hey, we might have our first shot at a victory. and they're hungry. They want to win. Gustafson's shot is knocked away to the left. Yamauchi from 3, again, no good, and this time Rodriguez comes up the rebound, and she is fouled by Micah Gustafson.
That's a good call there by the ref. Micah just absolutely ran into Rodriguez after she got the rebound. I mean, that's a good call there.
If you remember the last time that these two teams faced a few weeks ago in Rangeley, Colorado, the Badgers jumped out to a very, very big lead early in the game. Game was over before it even started, really, but in the fourth quarter, they gave up almost, I believe it was over 20 points in that fourth quarter. So the Spartans they're very capable of scoring the ball late in the game, and if the lead only stays at around 8, that could mean a very close game at the end in the fourth quarter. Shot is no good from Bondurant, and Coleman comes up with the rebound.
Man, that pairing down low between Josie Coleman and Bondurant, that's getting physical.
Good ball movement from the Badgers. McDonald pulls up for 3, and Anderson comes up with the offensive rebound and puts it back in.
I think she just ripped that out of the hands of her own teammate and went up for the shot.
Anderson standing at around 6 foot. She's not the tallest player on the court, but I would beg to differ that she's definitely the strongest player on the court. That shot from Freeman is no good, and Anderson comes up with the rebound.
When she gets it in her mind that she's getting the rebound, she is getting that rebound. She is doing really well on the boards in the last few games.
Coleman down low from RV gets the easy basket. Josie Coleman, her second basket of the game, she has 4 points.
Now this is the kind of offense we were expecting from the Badgers. They're starting to roll over these Spartans.
Deep 3 from Freeman. Takes a couple of bounces off the rim and finds its way through the hole. Courtney Freeman somehow comes up with a 3-pointer. On the other end, Arvy's 3-point shot takes a couple of bounces as well, but doesn't have the same decision as the first shot and doesn't go in. The lead is 9 for the Badgers. That ball is thrown out of bounds from Courtney Lemon. Bondurant unable to save it, so Reagan Anderson will get the ball down low, checking it in. Checking in for the Badgers, number 20, Lexi Peterson comes in for Yamauchi. That'll be the end of the first half for Reagan Yamauchi, as there's a little over 30 seconds left in this first half. A hard foul. Jump ball is called instead as Arvy is thrown to the ground by 2 Spartan players.
I don't like that call at all. There was too much physical contact there.
Possession will stay with Snow College. So ends up not hurting the Badgers in any way, but interesting jump ball call there.
15 seconds between shot and game clock.
Anderson tries to find Coleman down low. Instead, the ball is thrown out of bounds off of Afuvai's leg. So the Badgers have 13 seconds left on the shot clock for a chance to extend their lead into double digits. Coleman drives, and the offensive foul is called, hooking her arm around the defender. Called on Reagan Anderson, so a little too aggressive off the ball. That's Reagan Anderson's second foul of the game. And Simpson will check in now for Reagan Anderson.
Hey, Alder, have they committed 1 foul this whole game?
The head coach, Mike Russell, asking the bench, hey, have they committed a single foul? And no, the Spartans have not had a single foul this entire game.
Bondurant pulls up and hits the 2-pointer, cutting the lead to 7. McDonald will take a half-court shot just off the front of the rim. So going into the break, the Badgers lead by a score of 26-19, just a 7-point lead. Very low-scoring game. Spartans just kind of hanging around. So we'll go into a commercial break, and we'll bring you back in a couple of minutes for our halftime show. You're watching Snow Badger basketball on Snow TV.
Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital wishes the Badgers all the best, both during the game and in everyday life. We are proud to be a Snow College sponsor. Intermountain now offers Connect Care, which gives you access to a healthcare provider 24/7 from your own home on a smartphone, tablet, or computer for one low price. Just download the app to use. Keeping you close to home for your health care. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, helping people live the healthiest lives possible.
Spanish Fork's best kept secret, Shepherd's Carpets has opened a new location here in Richfield. Shepherd's offers everything from carpet, vinyl plank, as well as vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Shepherd's provides estimates, installation, and carpet binding. Make Shepherd's your total flooring source. Come in and see us at 410 North Main here in Richfield, Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 4. Call us at 435-865-2025. That's 865-2025.
My mom told me to not take a class before 8 a.m. my first semester. Mom told me the library was the best place to study. Mom told me to get involved on campus. My mom told me that Snow College was the best place to start. And don't tell my mom this, but she was right. Coming to Snow College was the best decision I've ever made.
Snow College is accepting your application right now. To get more information or schedule a campus visit, go to snow.edu. That's snow.edu. At Snow College, it is all about you.
When your family comes to visit, does your internet seem to slow down? All those extra devices can chew up your bandwidth in a hurry, making your internet seem sluggish. Give your internet a boost with the Family Up plan from MTCC and make everyone happy. For a small fee, Family Up plans temporarily increase your internet speed while your family is here and go back to normal when they leave. Now everyone will love coming to your house even more. For more information and pricing, give MTCC a call today at 835-2929 or visit us at manti.com.
With a 3% cash bonus on balance transfers, a Mountain America Rewards credit card can put the whole world in your hands. Imagine the memories you'll make with a same-day cash bonus and rewards like event tickets and travel rebates. It's easy to transfer a balance through our mobile app or at a branch. Get your 3% cash bonus today.
Are you worried about paying for college? Do you wish there was an affordable option that didn't sacrifice quality? Snow College. It's got to be the best kept secret in the state. Compared to my friends at bigger schools, I paid my tuition, housing, and books for less than their tuition costs alone. I even had enough left over to go shopping. To save my money. Can you actually edit that out? My dad listens to this station.
Snow College is accepting your application right now. To get more information or schedule a campus visit, go to snow.edu. At Snow College, it is all about you.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
You no longer need to worry over missing teeth or dentures not fitting correctly. Douglas Dentistry offers tooth replacement options, including complete dentures, partial dentures to bridges, dental implants, and much more.
Call 283-3800 so Dr. Douglas can improve your smile. That's 283-3800 or visit Douglas Dentistry at 41 West, 700 South in Ephraim, across from Los Amigos.
Try us online at douglasdentistry.ephraim.com or find us on Facebook. This is Dr. Douglas. Let us take care of and improve your dental health.
Zions Bank has been committed to community, integrity, teamwork, trust, and value for over 145 years. The reason? That's when the first customer walked through the front door. And ever since, Zions Bank has shown that customer service isn't just a department, it's in everything we do. For established principles you can count on, Zions Bank is for you. You'll see these principles in action at zionsbank.com or any Zions Bank branch. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC.
Little Caesars Pizza in Nephi and Ephraim boasts the most cheese and the most common toppings at the nation's best prices. Family parties, work crews, office staff, or athletic teams all benefit when Little Caesars is asked to tame our hunger. From hot and ready to deep dish and everything in between, everybody wins with Little Caesars. Give Little Caesars Pizza a try today, and you'll still be wearing a big old smile tomorrow. That's Little Caesars Pizza, 462 North Main in Ephraim and 1010 North Main in Nephi.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and has grown to be one of the major steel fabricator and erectors in the Intermountain West. The management and staff recognizes the dedication and hard work of the Snow College athletic teams and hopes their support assists the athletic programs in continuing their traditions of excellence. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time. Honored to sponsor the Snow Badgers Steelman Play of the Game.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centracom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com. Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Spanish Fork's best kept secret, Shepherd's Carpets has opened a new location here in Richfield. Shepherd's offers everything from carpet, vinyl plank, as well as vinyl, hardwood, and laminate. Shepherd provides estimates, installation, and carpet binding. Make Shepherd's your total flooring source. Come in and see us at 410 North Main here in Richfield, Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 4. Call us at 435-865-2025. That's 865-2025.
Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital wishes the Badgers all the best, both during the game and in everyday life. We are proud to be a Snow College sponsor. Intermountain now offers Connect Care, which gives you access to a healthcare provider 24/7 from your own home on a smartphone, tablet, or computer for one low price. Just download the app to use. Keeping you close to home for your health care. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, helping people live the healthiest lives possible.
Little Caesars Pizza in Nephi and Ephraim boasts the most cheese and the most common toppings at the nation's best prices. Family parties, work crews, office staff, or athletic teams all benefit when Little Caesars is asked to tame our hunger. From hot and ready to deep dish and everything in between, everybody wins with Little Caesars. Give Little Caesars Pizza a try today, and you'll still be wearing a big old smile tomorrow. That's Little Caesars Pizza, 462 North Main in Ephraim and 1010 North Main in Nephi.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and has grown to be one of the major steel fabricator and erectors in the Intermountain West. The management and staff recognizes the dedication and hard work of the Snow College athletic teams and hopes their support assists the athletic programs in continuing their traditions of excellence. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time. Honored to sponsor the Snow Badgers Steelman Play of the Game.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centracom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center, where the Snow College Badgers lead by a score of 26-19 over the Spartans of Colorado Northwestern. Joe, the story of the first half, missed shots from the Badgers. They're 11 from 29 from the field.
Missed shots and turnovers. How many turnovers did they have? They had a total of 10 turnovers versus the Spartans aren't much better. They've had 7 turnovers. But the errant passes, the just lazy out of bounds calls and everything like that, it's really plaguing them along with the missed shots. It's kind of been a hard game to watch.
Yeah, they're returning to their abysmal execution on fast breaks that we saw early in the season. They'd kind of gotten out of it for a few games, but it looks like they're climbing right back in. Another interesting stat line from the first half, the Spartans didn't have a single foul called against them in the first half, and yet they've held Snow College to within 30 points in the first half. Their lead is only at 7, so and it goes back to those missed shots, really, but the Spartans have done a good job on defense.
Right, and I don't know if that's as much a thing of the Spartans not fouling. I think it's more, personally, I think it's more the refs looking at the Spartans' record saying, oh, wow, they haven't even won a game in conference play. And not purposefully, but, maybe looking the other way when a foul is called.
Yeah, and even then, there might have been maybe 1 or 2 missed calls, but only having 1 or 2 fouls in the first half is something that we don't really see that often. For your player leaders, Reagan Yamauchi leads all players on the court with 10 points. She's lit it up. She had 2 3-pointers from beyond the arc. She had a couple of baskets down low, mid-range shots. So like we mentioned in the first half, she's kind of growing into herself, finding her role on this team, which is that of a leader. And another big stat, Reagan Anderson has 8 total rebounds, 4 offensive and 4 defensive. She almost has as many rebounds as the entire Spartan team combined, who have 12. So Reagan Anderson, an absolute beast on the boards.
She is doing really well. You mentioned before, she may not be the tallest player on the court, but she is definitely one of the strongest. And like I said, when she tells herself she's going to get the rebound, she is going to get the rebound, and there's hardly anything you can do to stop her short of fouling her.
There's a certain determination in Reagan Anderson that we don't really see from a whole lot of other players, that grit and willpower to get to the ball no matter what it takes. She was called on a couple of hard fouls there, questionable calls. We saw one as she went up for a loose ball and grabbed the ball with both hands, but kind of bodied the Spartan player out of bounds, and the foul was called. She also has 6 points, which is the tied for second most on the Badgers. So, coming as a starter tonight rather than off of the bench, she's had some quality production on both sides of the court. We mentioned the Badgers shooting 11 from 29 from the field. The Spartans, it's a little worse.
Yeah.
8 from 30 from the field. So you have to think what this game could look like if maybe 3 or 4 more of those shots go in.
Exactly. And I mean, the Spartans, they scored 5 points in the second quarter. 5 points. That's it. They shot it almost every single possession. They had it sink twice. That's abysmal. There's no getting around that. That's just bad offense. That's bad basketball. And that's something that you are going to have to address when you're going up against teams like Utah State Eastern, like Salt Lake Community College. You cannot win in this conference if you can't hit a shot.
And it's fortunate for the Badgers because, like we mentioned before, if some of those shots go in, this is a completely different game. The lead, as it is only at 7 points. We'll take a quick 30-second break and bring you back for second half action. You're watching Snow TV.
You know that Centricom provides great products and services to your home. And you can get the same great value for your business with CentraFiox, Centricom's fiber optic network service.
Whether you're making sales over the phone or online to customers around the world,
we deliver the reliable business solutions you need at a competitive price.
And we do it all with uncompromising service.
Let's talk about what matters to your business. Call or click CentraFiox.com today.
Jacob Habel alongside Joe Williams for this Snow TV broadcast as the Lady Badgers lead by 7 against the Spartans from Colorado Northwestern as we get underway here in the second half. Pretty much the same lineup for both teams as Bonnarant and Anderson fight for the ball, so a jump ball is called and possession will go to the Badgers on the jump ball call.
Good job by Anderson to challenge that there and force the turnover.
perhaps a premature call from the referee, as Bondurant definitely came up with the ball. Anderson didn't even have a hand on it, but the jump ball was already called, and Snow College will say thank you very much. Pilling running the point, gives it off to Peterson, finds Anderson at the elbow, gives it up to Gustafson, over to Yamauchi. Pilling pulls up from beyond the arc, and Sydney Pilling, her first basket of the game, has 3 points. We saw her in that big overtime win against CSI, was basically scoreless in the first half, came out in the second, scored a couple of baskets, and then scored, I believe, 7 of the Badgers' points in overtime, leading and all scoring in the second half. So she was absolutely shut down in the first half as the travel was called on Danny Russo. Sydney Pilling didn't score a single basket in the first half, but maybe she'll start getting hot here after hitting that three-pointer.
She's very much a second-half player. She gets good assists in the first half. We saw especially that assist to Reagan Anderson early in the first quarter, but we'll see her become even more of a scorer as we get deeper into this game.
Foul is called underneath the basket, as it looked like Danny Russo leaned over Gustafson.
And they will call it on Russo. That's the first foul being called on the Spartans.
Pilling inbounds it to Gustafson. She's double teamed, but she banks it off the glass and in. Micah Gustafson, that's Gustafson's first basket as well. She was 0 for 4 from the field in the first half.
You got to wonder what head coach Mike Russell said to these players during halftime to have them come out here and be this effective on offense.
Bondurant can't hit the 6-footer, and Anderson comes up with the ball. Throws it over to the other wing, finds Pilling. Anderson is stuffed by Civitak, bodies Bondurant, and is called for the offensive foul. That one was the right call.
I was going to say, that's the right call. Bondurant had her feet set, and that's a good call.
That's Anderson's third foul, and all of those coming, I believe, on offense. So she'll check out as Shawnee Simpson comes back into the game.
And if she gets another foul this quarter, that's going to be a really, really big loss for the Badgers for the rest of the game. It's going to be felt.
Especially on the boards, as she leads all players in rebounds with 10. Excuse me. Well, by this point it's 10. And Afuvai is called on the travel. So Snow College will get the basketball back. Crowd a little bigger than it was at the beginning of the game.
It is free hot dog night. You wonder what that has to do with the crowd here.
They're good hot dogs too. We have the volleyball team cooking them at the concession stand. So if you're listening to this game at home, come to the court, get some free hot dogs and watch some basketball.
Wear blue. If you wear blue, you get a free hot dog.
Afuvai's shot is tipped and falls short. Yamauchi to Pilling to Peterson. Good ball movement, and Peterson doesn't hit the shot down low. And it started to look like, hey, there's going to be a first fast break basket. And it was just an awkward shot from Peterson as she kind of threw the ball up. So a timeout is called, 30 seconds. We'll take a quick break and come back right after this.
Do you want to make a difference in life? Do you want a college that values you right now? At Snow College, I had opportunities to be hands-on and really make a difference as a freshman in clubs, classes, sports, and student government. At Snow College, I didn't get pushed to the back while I watched the upperclassmen do everything. I was involved right away.
Snow College is accepting your application right now. To get more information or schedule a campus visit, go to snow.edu. That's snow.edu. At Snow College, it is all about you.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Welcome back to this matchup between the Badgers of Snow College and the Spartans of Colorado Northwestern. Jacob Havel alongside Joe Williams for Snow TV. The Badgers have a 12-point lead, so they've been able to score a few more points here in this third quarter to extend their lead into double digits, but unable to connect on that fast break opportunity was Lexi Peterson down low.
Yamauchi got a little excited on that inbound, started the play before the whistle was blown.
Shot clock down to 6. Simpson down to Gustafson, puts up the left-hander, and it comes off the side, so Civitak will come up the ball and gives it to Freeman.
Look, if I am head coach Mike Russell, I tell Gustafson to take that shot every time. She had it. That was just an unfortunate error, too much power on that ball.
Russo from the corner drives towards the middle. Shot clock down to 5. Lemon drives, can't connect, and that ball is thrown right into the hands of Shawnee Simpson, standing way too tall for Afuvai, and Pilling takes it to the hole, and there's your first fast break points. Sydney Pilling, 2 baskets in the second half. She has 5 points in the game. Afuvai decides to pull up and doesn't hit the shot, but Freeman comes down with the offensive rebound, so the Spartans will reset their offense. Afuvai shows high, sets the pick. Doesn't get any kind of room for Freeman. Shot clock again down to 5 as Civitak drives, and that ball is kicked by Shawnee Simpson down low. So the Spartans will get a fresh shot clock at 20 seconds. As Gustafson checks out, coming into the game for the Badgers, Josie Coleman, and checking in for the Spartans, number 22, Hope Bondurant.
Badgers able to hold the Spartans scoreless so far in the second half while scoring 7 points themselves.
Bondurant is blocked by Simpson from behind, who holds onto the ball as the Badgers look to capitalize on the turnover. Pilling drives, and she's fouled down low.
That was a hard fall there, but she got up, and she's looking good.
Sydney Pilling, probably the shortest player in the conference.
I wouldn't doubt it. So she'll shoot here.
Let's see. How tall is Sydney Pilling? We'll look at our official
Sydney
roster.
Pilling, it is not on here. She's 5'5".
So Pilling misses the first shot. Badgers lead by 14. And redeems herself on the second. So Pilling has 6 points, all coming in the second half. Bondurant finds Civitak at the free throw line.
Good defense from Lexi Peterson. She gets right up on him.
Russo gives it down to Bondurant, trying to find any kind of space against Simpson. Can't find it. Shot clock down to 5. Lemon gives it to Civitak. Shot clock down to 2. Civitak loses the ball to Pilling. Pilling and Yamauchi on the 2-on-1 fast break. And Yamauchi lays it up and in. Reagan Yamauchi, her first basket of the second half, and she leads with 12 points. Pilling and Yamauchi on the connection for the fast break opportunity.
And you see that after the play there, Yamauchi just looked right at Sydney, winked and pointed. You love to see team chemistry like that.
Pilling and Yamauchi are roommates at home, so perhaps a reason for the connection between the two as we will take a timeout. You're watching Badger Basketball on Snow TV.
Benjamin Franklin must have had dental and oral health in mind when he said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Douglas Dentistry offers many preventive dental treatment options, including checkups and cleanings for the whole family. Hi, this is Dr. Douglas. Let us care for all your family's dental health.
Douglas Dentistry is located in Ephraim at 41 West, 700 South, across from Los Amigos. Ask about our in-house dental benefit program for those without insurance.
Call 283-3800. That's 283-3800. And remember, prevention is the best medicine.
Little Caesars Pizza in Nephi and Ephraim boasts the most cheese and the most common toppings at the nation's best prices. Family parties, work crews, office staff, or athletic teams all benefit when Little Caesars is asked to tame our hunger. From hot and ready to deep dish and everything in between, everybody wins with Little Caesars. Give Little Caesars Pizza a try today, and you'll still be wearing a big old smile tomorrow. That's Little Caesars Pizza, 462 North Main in Ephraim and 1010 North Main in Nephi.
So after leading by 7 at the half, the Badgers have extended their lead to 17 points. They've almost doubled the Spartans' score, leading 36-19. They've scored 10 minutes in the first, they've scored 10 points in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter,
while holding the Spartans scoreless is, I think, the biggest part of that.
And an off-the-ball foul is called on Pilling as she tried to contain Lemon on an inbound play. So Pilling will be called for her first foul of the game. Danny Russo gives that to Civitak, and her three-point shot is way off the mark, and Simpson will come up with the ball, gives that to Yamauchi. Over to Pilling. Finds Josie Coleman on the baseline, who tries to post up. Looked like she drew some contact, but no foul is called, and turns the ball over.
Simpson is getting a lot more minutes than you and I thought she might in this game. She's feeling really under the weather beforehand, but isn't playing like it.
And a big reason for that is the fact that Reagan Anderson, who did get the start tonight, has 3 fouls. So Coach Russell being a little cautious with Anderson, not wanting her to foul out.
Yeah, you got to be really careful. If you lose Anderson, you lose your boards in the fourth quarter.
Simpson looks to drive, loses the ball, but recovers. Yamauchi pulls up for 3 and hits it. Reagan Yamauchi has 15 points on the game. That's her third three-pointer. She was super disappointed after last week's loss against Utah State Eastern. She felt personally responsible after a missed shot and a foul was called against her in the last minute. And told me after the game that she needed to make a lot of improvements. She had 13 points. Peterson's three-point shot is no good. She had, I believe it was 13 points in that game. 11. But she told herself, hey, I've got a lot of things I need to work on, and I've got a lot to prove. And so far, she's come out firing on all cylinders and has proven that point with 15.
Yeah, I think she's really redeemed herself here. Foul there called on Shawnee Simpson. And a turnover.
Badgers lead by 20. By far the largest lead of the game.
Josie Coleman could have intercepted that one there.
Yeah, that was lobbed way up there. All kinds of hang time.
Went off the leg of Shawnee Simpson and out of bounds.
Gustafson checks back into the game for Simpson. As the Spartans look to inbound the ball. Russo, that three-point shot is going to be way off and goes out of bounds. The Spartans are loving the air ball tonight. We've seen perhaps more shots miss the rim entirely than actually go in.
Danny Russo, she was 1 of 7 in the first half. That's why is she still shooting the ball? I guess that's my question.
Coleman can't connect from down low, but Gustafson comes up with the ball and puts it in. Micah Gustafson.
Over the double team, and she scores. That's just Gustafson playing her best ball right there.
So before the game, Coach Russell told us that they were going to try and feed the ball into their bigs. In the first half, we didn't really see it at all. Reagan Yamauchi led in scoring. They had a lot of mid-range shots, not any kind of offensive production from down low. They were a lot of rebounds from Reagan Anderson, but now in the second half, a little bit more production. Shot clock down to 4. Russo throws it up and comes off the front of the rim, and Lexi Peterson comes up with the ball.
Has there been a single shot from the Spartans that wasn't in the last 3 seconds of the shot clock?
The Badgers have done a really good job at forcing the Spartans all the way to within 5 seconds. We haven't seen a shot clock violation yet, but it creates an awkward situation for the Spartans on offense. They, try to get an awkward shot off. They don't have the looks that they want. So the Badgers have been very effective in that regard.
Right.
So the Badgers' lead is now to 22 points.
Still holding the Spartans scoreless in the second half.
Yamauchi loses the ball as Russo tips it away. Pilling will get it right back. Sydney Pilling says, don't worry about it, Reagan. I got you. And she'll field it from 3. No, off the mark. And Freeman will come up with the rebound. Rodriguez gives it to Bondurant, who throws it up. Didn't really get any kind of footing on that shot, and a foul is called. And it looks like it'll be on number 12,
Danny Russo.
Danny Russo. Set to check in. Number 14, Reagan Anderson comes in for Coleman and Courtney Lemon. And that'll bring Danny Russo out as Lexi Peterson goes to the line.
They're into the bonus now.
So despite not fouling at all in the first half, the Spartans have now fouled 5 times, forcing the Badgers into double bonus. Shooting 2 from the line. Peterson misses the first. I wonder if Coach Russell had a word with the referees in between the halves and said, hey, how do they not get called on a single foul in the first half?
Right.
Perhaps the referees have been a little bit more attentive.
Sure hope so.
Courtney Lemon looks to shoot the 3, gives it instead to Rodriguez. Her shot is off the mark. Looked like Lemon was doing a star jump on that shot. Didn't know if she wanted to shoot or pass. Rodriguez now on the baseline. And a foul is called, and it looked like it'll be on Micah Gustafson. That's Gustafson's second foul.
And that puts the Spartans into the bonus. So Hope Bondurant will shoot.
Bondurant misses the first.
Hope Bondurant, the 6-foot sophomore from Cotopaxi, Colorado.
Connects on the second. She has 3 points in the game. Peterson, Pilling, and Yamauchi around the perimeter. Gustafson and Anderson down low. Anderson gives it out to Peterson from beyond the arc. High arc 3, and it's good for Lexi Peterson. That's her third 3 of the game. She has 10 points. The best production we've seen from Lexi Peterson in a long time, and that's got to feel good for her.
It's going to be interesting to see how she feels going into Saturday's game against CSI. She and Reagan Yamauchi both, I think, are going to have huge games against CSI.
Scramble for the ball as Pilling comes up with it, gives it to Anderson, drives, takes it up, falls short. Peterson gets the offensive rebound, and she's called. She'll go to the line shooting 2 as she draws the foul. That foul was called on Stacy Rodriguez. Yeah, this is a huge game for Lexi Peterson. She's struggled up until this point in the season, especially on her shooting. That was really what it was. None of her shots were falling in any of the games. And now she's connected on 3 3-pointers. So perhaps a wake-up call for her, as she is now in double digits with 11 points after that made free throw. Badgers lead by 26 with 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
The Badgers on a 21-1 run right now in the last 9.5 minutes.
That's right. At halftime, they only led by 7. That lead has now grown to 27. Afuvai gives it to Lemon in the corner. Her shot is off the mark. Rodriguez comes up with it. Shot clock is turned off. 7 seconds left. Afuvai gives it to Rodriguez. And the Spartans unable to score. So that'll do it for the third quarter as the Badgers come out firing on all cylinders. To 27 points. Reagan Yamauchi, 15. Lexi Peterson with 12. We'll take a short break and bring you back for fourth quarter action. You're watching Snow TV.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and has grown to be one of the major steel fabricator and erectors in the Intermountain West. The management and staff recognizes the dedication and hard work of the Snow College athletic teams and hopes their support assists the athletic programs in continuing their traditions of excellence. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time. Honored to sponsor the Snow Badgers Steelman Play of the Game.
When your family comes to visit, does your internet seem to slow down? All those extra devices can chew up your bandwidth in a hurry, making your internet seem sluggish. Give your internet a boost with the Family Up plan from MTCC and make everyone happy. For a small fee, Family Up plans temporarily increase your internet speed while your family is here and go back to normal when they leave. Now everyone will love coming to your house even more. For more information and pricing, give MTCC a call today at 835-2929 or visit us at manti.com.
At the start of the fourth quarter, the Badgers lead the Spartans by a score of 47-20. Pilling connecting for three there on that replay from the third quarter. She has 6 points, all coming in the second half. The Badgers have been firing on all cylinders, especially offensively, as they held the Spartans to 1 point in the third quarter. Stacy Rodriguez with the ball. She gives that over to Courtney Lemon. To Bondurant down low, guarded by Gustafson. Tries to throw up a hook shot, doesn't fall, and a foul is called, and it looks like it'll be on Reagan Anderson, which will mean that'll be her fourth. But they'll call it against Peterson instead, which is probably good for the Badgers. Peterson, that'll be her first foul, so that's a lucky call there.
That's a big break for the Badgers right there.
Rodriguez connects on her first. That's her first point of the game. Second point for the Spartans here in the second half.
They've already tied the amount of points, doubled the amount of points they scored in the third quarter in the first 20 seconds of the fourth quarter.
McDonald now into the game. Gives it back to Yamauchi. Yamauchi looks to drive left, gives it off to McDonald, who will pull up for three. That's a good-looking shot. It comes off the front of the rim, and Freeman will come up with the defensive rebound. Good shot selection, though, from Sydney McDonald.
I agree.
Stacy Rodriguez will lose the ball, and Peterson comes up with it. Badgers have the advantage down low, and Yamauchi's shot is good. Went off the back of the rim and rolled around and came back in. Reagan Yamauchi has 17 points.
What a great game for Reagan Yamauchi. She's really on fire tonight.
Yamauchi, one of those positive impacts for sure on and off of the court. Just the super bright, super vibrant character. And you can tell what kind of effect it has on the team as well. You know, those smiles that have been exchanged between her and Pilling. She finds McDonald down low. Instead of driving, she takes a jump shot and throws a little bit off course. Big check in here. We have the hockey substitution with Olivia Arvey, Sydney Pilling, and Shawnee Simpson coming on for Yamauchi, Gustafson, and Peterson. Danny Russo, baseline, gives it to Bondurant, and she can't connect from 5 feet out. McDonald to Pilling. To Arvey, had the wide open three, doesn't take it, gives it instead to Anderson down low, tries to give to Simpson, and is thrown out of bounds.
This is a bit of a smaller lineup for the Badgers with Pilling, McDonald, and Arvey on the floor right now. Just, they don't have the size that they were maybe relying on down low, and that may be why that last play kind of failed.
Afuvai gives it to Russo, swings it over to Civitak, finds Mackenzie Nielsen down low, and Civitak will hit the three. Melissa Civitak has 5 points. Badgers lead at 24. They lead 49-25 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Josie Coleman set to check in. And a foul is called.
That's
on
the right
Danny
call.
Russo.
That's the right call. Russo, obviously, she was going for the ball, but instead she found arm. That's the right call.
So perhaps the question now, with 7 minutes left, Reagan Yamauchi has 17 points. The Spartans only have 25. Can Yamauchi outscore the other team?
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not count it out. She's feeling so good from the field.
McDonald gives it to Simpson, pulls up for three and knocks it down. Shawnee Simpson is good from beyond the arc. Her first basket of the game.
You know, that may be her first basket of the game, but that doesn't mean she has been a very positive force for her team so far. Her size, just her presence on the floor, her attitude really helps out her team every single time she is out there.
Foul is called against Simpson. Her second foul. We'll send Nielsen to the line. Nielsen, this is her first minute, so timeout is called by the Spartans, so we'll take a quick break. The Badgers lead at 52-25 here on Snow TV. Welcome back to the Horn Activity Center. Here in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. As Mackenzie Nielsen will go to the line shooting two. Jacob Abel alongside Joe Williams bringing you this broadcast. I'd like to give a special shout out to Andrea Bustillo, our producer, and Sarah Schoenfeld on camera. Gary Chittister, the producer and professor, but the rest of us, all students here at Snow College.
Got to put in a little plug for Snow College, especially Snow TV. If you're trying to decide what college to come to, look no further. Snow College. We'll see you soon.
Plenty of room for you here on our team.
Amen to that.
Simpson from 5 feet out knocks it down. Shawnee Simpson with 5 points, all coming in the second half. She did not get the start tonight as she's feeling a little under the weather this last week. But as Joe mentioned before, it really hasn't bothered her at all. She looks like her regular old self.
Yeah, and she's playing like her regular old self.
And Coleman is called for the travel. A little bit hard for her there as she came down with the ball and kind of lost balance. The right call there from the referee as she fell backwards. Coleman is probably one of the longest players on this team in terms of wingspan. Has got to be more than 6'4", 6'5" wingspan. Definitely larger than her height. Lemon gives it down to Freeman in the corner. Over to Civitak. Back to Freeman, a long three, and again another air ball from the Spartans as Nielsen tries to keep the ball in, but she'll knock it out of bounds, and the Badgers will get the ball back. I'd like to see the stat after this game on how many air balls the Spartans have shot this game.
Seriously. So the Badgers will head out on the road tomorrow to head up to Twin Falls, Idaho for a game on Saturday against the Golden Eagles. It's going to be a fun one.
Peterson again from the corner. Lexi Peterson. That is her fourth three of the night. She has 15 points. A huge breakout performance from Lexi Peterson.
Peterson and Yamauchi, really the biggest differences in the game.
There she is again. Peterson with the easy steal and puts it up and in. Lexi Peterson now ties Yamauchi for most points in the game, each with 17. And you can tell Yamauchi on the bench feeling a little bit, hey, what happened? I was the leading scorer. Giving some love there to Lexi Peterson. Of course, the unselfish Yamauchi. She doesn't care as long as the team's winning.
Right, and a 33-point lead here for the Badgers. Under 5 minutes to play. This is the score we were looking for.
Absolutely, and it's a breakout performance in the third quarter. We were starting to be a little nervous there at the end of the first half with only a 7-point lead to an 0-7 Colorado Northwestern team. But in the third quarter, they've come out and they've proved to us who they really are. That was the question before the game. What kind of Badger team are we going to get? And, unfortunately, I think we got the team that doesn't play as well in the first half. Right. We've seen before. But here in the second half, they've owned up to the mistakes in the first half and have come out and hit their shots. And that's part of the reason why they have the 33-point lead.
And I think no matter what, the Badgers show up on defense. It's just a question of will they show up on offense. They didn't in the first half, and they definitely have here in the second half.
So Peterson has 11 of her 17 points coming all in the second half. Freeman again for three, and this time she knocks it down. Courtney Freeman has 9 points. She leads the Spartans in scoring. Simpson triple team, gives it out to Arvey. Throws it to Simpson, finds Anderson. Her mid-range jump shot is good from 15 feet. Reagan Anderson has 8 points.
Beautiful assist there for Shawnee Simpson.
Good ball movement from the Badgers. Set to check in is Micah Gustafson. And the Badgers have broke this 60-point threshold, and the offensive foul is called on Talia Afuvai.
Shawnee Simpson really selling that one.
Yeah, she definitely had her feet planted and draw the contact from Afuvai. One of the things that we love so much about Shawnee Simpson is that ear-to-ear wide smile that she shows no matter what's going on.
Every single time.
Something good or something bad, she's always smiling. It doesn't matter what.
Right.
So the only Badgers who have yet to score in this game are Olivia Arvey and Sydney McDonald, both of whom are on the court right now. Gustafson can't hit the shot from down low. A jump ball is called, and possession will go to the Badgers.
Fresh shot clock.
Kind of a quieter game from Micah Gustafson, as Anderson has been dominating on the board, so we haven't really seen as much from Gustafson rebounding offensively or defensively. She only has 4 points, but it really hasn't mattered at this point, as Yamauchi and Peterson both have 17.
Last time these two teams met up, Micah had 19 points in Rangeley.
Anderson can't hit on the floater. And you can kind of look at it two different ways, right? You can say, oh, the Badgers are inconsistent. One night they'll have somebody score 20, and the next night they score 2. But you can also say that it's just team play by everyone.
Right.
When they need somebody to step up, they'll step up. And the next night it might be somebody else, So it depends on how you look at it. But when they're winning, it doesn't matter. McDonald intercepts it, and she drives to the hole and lays it in with the left hand. So Sydney McDonald now on the board with 2 points.
Her team loved that one.
The last time these two teams played, it came down, obviously, to the fourth quarter. There was a big 30-point lead in the fourth quarter. And the thing that we were rooting for the most was for Olivia Arvey to get a basket, because she was the only person on the team who hadn't scored yet. And it happens to be the same situation here in Ephraim, as the Badgers lead by 34 points, and Arvey the only Badger without a basket. So we'll see if her teammates try to design a play for her to get an open look.
An unselfish team like this, I would not be surprised if they do.
Lemon is fouled on the shot, so she'll have a chance at a three-point play. That foul was called on Olivia Arvey. Courtney Lemon, usually their highest scorer. If she hits this shot, which she does, she only has 5 points in this game.
That's a big win for the Badgers, keeping a star player under 10 points.
Lexi Peterson has definitely won that matchup between herself and Lemon. Anderson, an off-balance, awkward shot from the right foot, connects on the bank. And Anderson now in double digits with 10.
How many Snow players are in double digits?
Yamauchi with 17, Peterson with 17, and Anderson with 10 as Lemon hits the three. The next closest would be Sydney Pilling, who has 6. Josie Coleman set to check in. Anderson has the ball knocked out, but the foul is called instead on Bondurant.
Hope Bondurant whistled for the call there.
Simpson and Coleman come in for Anderson and Gustafson. With 2 minutes left, you wonder if we'll see any more of them. Anderson does have 3 fouls on the afternoon. Pilling finds Simpson up, Donald finds Simpson up top. Gets the ball back down low. No foul is called despite all of the contact. Bondurant looked like she was hanging off of Simpson.
I was going to say, that's kind of a bad no call there.
Bondurant can't hit the shot.
In and out.
McDonald drives left. Gives it to Arvey. Simpson now. She'll drive. She lays it up and can't hit it.
Josie Coleman had it, but when Simpson came down from her shot, accidentally hit it out of Coleman's hands.
Ball is not corralled by Nielsen. She lets that one go, and the Badgers will get it back. So as mentioned previously in the broadcast, tomorrow the Badgers, both men and women's teams, will go on to the bus to Twin Falls, Idaho, as they will face CSI on Saturday night. That game, both games will be broadcasted on Snow TV. That will be their second trip to Twin Falls, their third time playing the Golden Eagles. They lost their first one in Twin Falls by I think it was around 10 points, and then won in overtime last week against the Golden Eagles. So a fairly even matchup. CSI is coming off of a win against Salt Lake Community College, the Bruins' first loss of conference play. So a very hyped and very hot CSI team that the Badgers will take on Saturday as Josie Coleman goes to the line shooting 2.
And CSI, they definitely have that momentum coming off of a game like that. The Badgers, they will have some momentum coming off of a huge win like this, but the difference is CSI went up against a 6-0 team and won, and the Badgers have gone up against an 0-7 team and won.
After a very unconvincing first half, too. So, again, the question will be before that game, which Badger team are we going to get? Are we going to get the overtime winner against CSI last week? Or are we going to get the second half of the Utah State Eastern game and the first half of the Colorado game? So
exactly.
Another thing you have to look at, too, is last week when CSI and Snow College played, CSI was missing 3 different players that usually give them a lot of minutes. Their star player, Petra Farkas, didn't have a single minute on the court when the Badgers won in overtime, so that might have a huge difference as well on Saturday as Simpson hits the hook shot.
Beautiful off-balance shot from her. There's no logical reason that shot should have gone in, but it did.
So a 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock as this game is all but over. The Badgers with the 32-point lead, 67-35. Nielsen a little too strong, and the Badgers will come up the ball, and they'll run out the clock. So a big win, big second-half performance, especially from Reagan Yamauchi and Lexi Peterson, who both had 17 points as the Badgers win by 32. They will face CSI on Saturday. They move to 3-5 on the year in conference play. We'll bring you that game live on Saturday. Stay tuned here on Snow TV as the men's game will start at 7 o'clock. This was Jacob Habel alongside Joe Williams. Thank you for watching on Snow TV. Have a good night.